Something changed the moment you survived what was meant to break you. The humiliation, the disrespect, the silent attacks, the moments they laughed while you were falling apart inside, angels saw all of it. And now the energy around you is shifting in a powerful way. Why is this happening to you? Because you were never weak. You were being tested. The people who tried to shame you thought your pain would destroy your spirit. They thought rejection would make you give up. They thought isolation would silence your light. But angels say they underestimated the soul God placed inside you. You kept going when nobody clapped for you. You stayed kind while others became cruel. You cried in silence but still woke up and fought another day. Angels are saying, that was the ritual. The humiliation ritual. A painful season designed to reveal who was truly with you, and who secretly enjoyed watching you suffer. Have you noticed the signs? Certain people suddenly became distant. Some stopped mocking you because your energy no longer reacts. Others became uncomfortable around your peace. Why? Because angels are removing your need for their approval. And narcissists cannot control someone who no longer needs validation. That is why they do not want to play anymore. The manipulation stopped working. The guilt stopped working. The emotional traps stopped working. Angels are saying you finally broke the invisible chain. But listen carefully, do not ignore this message. There are still people watching you silently. Still hoping you fail. Still confused about how you survived everything they did to you. What are angels trying to tell you? They are telling you that your spirit became stronger in secret. Every humiliation built discernment. Every betrayal opened your eyes. Every lonely night pushed you closer to divine protection. Angels were beside you when nobody else was. Even during the moments you wanted to disappear, angels stayed. Even when your heart was exhausted, angels stayed. And now something important is about to happen. The same people who dismissed you will begin hearing about your growth. The same people who ignored your tears will notice your peace. The same people who tried to embarrass you will wonder why your light keeps rising. This is divine timing. Not revenge. Not ego. Justice. Angels are asking you to stay quiet a little longer. Not everyone deserves access to your next chapter. Protect your energy. Protect your peace. Protect the dreams growing inside you. Because angels say your breakthrough is closer than you think. Have you felt this before? That strange feeling that something is ending, and something sacred is beginning that is not your imagination. That is spiritual confirmation. The heaviness is leaving your soul. The confusion is lifting. The fear is losing power over you. Angels are surrounding you with protection right now. And this message found you for a reason. Type yes if you believe angels have been guiding you through every hidden battle. Because angels want you to remember something tonight. You were never abandoned. You were being prepared. Prepared to see clearly. Prepared to love yourself again. Prepared to walk away from toxic cycles without guilt. The humiliation did not destroy you. It revealed who you really are. A chosen soul. Protected. Watched over. Guided by angels even in darkness. And as you close your eyes tonight, angels want you to breathe deeply and release the pain you carried for too long. The worst part is ending now. Your spirit is safe. Your future is protected. And angels are standing beside you, quietly leading you toward peace, healing, and the life you truly deserve. You have been wondering why your life became so heavy without warning. Why certain people suddenly turned cold toward you. Why you were misunderstood, rejected, laughed at, ignored, and emotionally pushed into corners where nobody came to protect you. Angels are saying there was a deeper reason behind all of it. What you went through was not random. It was not an accident. And it was never because you were weak. You were passing through a spiritual test that very few people survive. The humiliation you experienced was meant to crush your confidence, silence your voice, and make you question your worth. But angels are saying something incredible happened instead. The pain changed you, but it did not destroy you. Somehow, through all the heartbreak and emotional exhaustion, your soul kept fighting to stay alive. Even when you cried alone. Even when you felt abandoned. Even when nobody understood the battles happening inside your heart. Angels stayed close to you through every second of it. Why is this happening to you? Why were you chosen to carry so much pain while others seem to move through life without struggle? Angels are saying it is because your spirit carries light that threatens darkness. Narcissists are naturally drawn towards strong souls because they want control over energy they cannot create themselves. They saw your kindness. They saw your purity. They saw your patience and emotional depth. And instead of protecting it, they tried to break it. They used humiliation to weaken your identity. They used silence to make you feel invisible. They used confusion to make you doubt your own mind. But angels are saying something changed recently. The manipulation that once affected you no longer controls your emotions the same way. The words that once destroyed your confidence now feel empty. The fear of losing people is disappearing. And this is exactly why the narcissists no longer want to play anymore. They can feel that your spirit is waking up. Have you noticed the signs? Have you noticed how some people suddenly became uncomfortable around you? How certain conversations stopped? How fake smiles became easier to recognize? Angels are revealing hidden truth to you now. Your discernment has become stronger because of everything you survived. You can now feel energies before words are spoken. You can sense dishonesty without needing proof. This is not coincidence. This is spiritual growth born from pain. Angels allowed certain masks to fall away so you could finally see who truly loved you and who secretly enjoyed watching you suffer. Some people smiled in your face while hoping you would never rise again. Some people acted supportive while feeding off your emotional pain behind closed doors. Angels saw every hidden betrayal. Every silent attack. Every moment you felt emotionally humiliated in front of others. Nothing escaped divine eyes. What are angels trying to tell you? They are telling you not to return to places that almost destroyed your soul. Do not beg for love from people who enjoyed your suffering. Do not shrink yourself just to make toxic people comfortable again. Angels are asking you to understand your value now. You survived emotional warfare that would have broken many people completely. And even after everything, your heart still carries compassion. That is powerful. That is rare. That is why heaven has been protecting you in silence. While you thought you were losing everything, angels were secretly removing what could not go where you are about to go next. Something important is happening behind the scenes right now. Angels are preparing a shift in your life that many around you will not understand. The same people who ignored you will suddenly watch you closely. The same people who tried to embarrass you will hear about your growth. The same people who thought you would stay broken forever will become confused by your peace. Why? Because your energy is no longer attached to pain the way it used to be. You are beginning to heal. Slowly. Quietly. Deeply. And narcissists lose power when their target no longer reacts emotionally. That is why many of them are becoming distant now. The game stopped being enjoyable once your spirit stopped feeding their control. Angels are saying do not mistake this season for punishment. You were being refined. Every tear carried purpose. Every lonely night taught you discernment. Every betrayal pushed you closer to spiritual awakening. Even when you thought heaven forgot about you, angels were guiding your steps away from danger you could not yet see. There were moments you almost gave up completely. Moments you questioned your worth. Moments you felt emotionally exhausted beyond words. But angels protected your spirit during battles nobody knew you were fighting. And now your soul is entering a new chapter where peace will begin replacing confusion. Do not ignore this message. This is your confirmation. The heaviness you have been carrying is slowly lifting. The emotional fog is clearing. Your intuition is becoming stronger than ever before. Angels are asking you to trust the uncomfortable distance forming between you and certain people. Not everyone is meant to go with you into your next season. Some people were only assignments meant to teach you lessons about self-worth, boundaries, and spiritual strength. Angels are teaching you how to protect your energy now because your light is becoming stronger again. Have you felt this before, that strange feeling inside your chest telling you something big is about to change? That feeling is real. Angels are preparing restoration after a long season of emotional humiliation. They are healing the parts of you that suffered silently while pretending to be okay for everyone else. They are restoring your confidence piece by piece. They are reminding you that your story does not end in rejection. Your story ends in transformation. Type yes if you believe angels have been protecting you through battles nobody else understood. Because angels want you to remember this tonight, the humiliation was never the end of your story. It was the moment your spirit awakened. The pain revealed who truly cared for you. The suffering revealed your hidden strength. And the rejection revealed the powerful destiny waiting ahead of you. You are not forgotten. You are not cursed. You are not alone. Angels are standing beside you right now, surrounding your life with protection, guidance, healing, and peace. And as the world grows quiet tonight, angels want you to rest knowing that what tried to break you has already lost. Your soul survived. Your light survived. And your future is still blessed beyond anything your enemies ever imagined. And before this message ends, angels need you to hear something very carefully, because this may be the part your soul has been waiting for all along. You have spent so much time believing you were unwanted. So much time carrying memories of humiliation, rejection, betrayal, and emotional pain deep inside your heart. There were nights you smiled in front of people while secretly breaking apart inside. There were moments you questioned your purpose because the attacks against you felt endless. You wondered why your kindness attracted cruelty. Why your loyalty attracted betrayal. Why your soft heart was treated like weakness. But angels are saying the truth was hidden from you during that painful season. The truth is, your spirit was becoming stronger every single time you survived what was meant to destroy you. The people who hurt you thought your silence meant defeat. They thought your tears meant weakness. They thought isolation would make you lose yourself completely. But angels are saying heaven saw something different. Heaven saw a chosen soul refusing to become bitter. Heaven saw a heart still trying to love after disappointment. Heaven saw someone who kept going even while emotionally exhausted. That is why angels never left your side. Even during the darkest nights when you felt invisible to the world, angels were near. Even when nobody checked on you, angels were near. Even when your heart was screaming silently for relief, angels were near. You may not have seen them. You may not have heard them. But angels were fighting battles around you that your human eyes could never fully understand. There were situations you survived that should have broken you completely. There were traps you escaped without even realizing it. There were hidden attacks, hidden jealousy, hidden spiritual battles happening around your life while you were simply trying to survive one more day. Angels protected you more times than you know. And now they are asking you to stop blaming yourself for everything that happened. You were not too emotional. You were not too sensitive. You were not difficult to love. You were simply surrounded by people who could not value the light inside you. And angels are saying those days are slowly ending now. A powerful shift is happening inside your spirit. The version of you that begged for acceptance is disappearing. The version of you that tolerated disrespect just to avoid loneliness is fading away. The version of you that stayed silent while others humiliated you is healing. And in its place, angels are awakening someone stronger, calmer, wiser, and deeply protected. Can you feel it, that quiet change inside your heart, that moment when you stopped chasing people who constantly hurt you, that moment when you started choosing peace over chaos? That was not weakness. That was spiritual growth. Angels are saying many people will not recognize you in this next chapter because your energy is changing completely. Your silence will become powerful. Your presence will become heavier. Your intuition will become sharper. You will no longer ignore red flags just to keep people in your life. You will no longer abandon yourself to make others comfortable. You will no longer carry guilt for protecting your peace. And this is exactly why some people are becoming uncomfortable around you now. Your healing exposes their darkness. Your peace exposes their chaos. Your growth reminds them that they lost access to someone rare. But angels are warning you, do not go backward just because loneliness visits you sometimes. Do not reopen doors that heaven closed for your protection. Some people miss your energy, not your soul. Some people miss controlling you, not loving you. Angels need you to remember the pain you felt when you ignored your intuition before. Remember how exhausted your spirit became trying to fix people who enjoyed hurting you. Remember how many nights you cried asking heaven for strength. Angels answered those prayers by separating you from what was draining your soul. And now your restoration season is beginning. Slowly, quietly, beautifully. The peace you prayed for is coming. The emotional stability you begged heaven for is coming. The genuine love you thought would never find you is coming. The respect, clarity, healing, and protection your soul desperately needed are finally making their way toward your life. Angels are saying this next chapter will feel different because you are no longer operating from survival mode. For so long you lived expecting disappointment, expecting abandonment, expecting heartbreak. But heaven is teaching your nervous system how to feel safe again. Teaching your heart how to trust again. Teaching your spirit that life is not only pain. And yes, there will still be moments when old wounds try to speak to you. Moments when memories return. Moments when sadness suddenly appears without warning. But angels want you to understand something important: healing is not becoming someone who never hurts again. Healing is becoming someone who no longer lets pain define their identity. You are not the humiliation they put you through. You are not the rejection. You are not the betrayal. You are not the names they called you during your weakest moments. Angels say your identity was never created by the people who wounded you. Your identity was created by God long before they entered your life. And heaven still calls you chosen. Chosen to rise after devastation. Chosen to heal after emotional warfare. Chosen to carry light even after walking through darkness. Chosen to become an example that survival is possible even after the soul feels shattered. One day, you will look back at this painful chapter with different eyes. Not because the pain was small, but because you finally realized how strong you truly were. You will see how angels protected you when you could not protect yourself. You will see how closed doors saved your future. You will see how delays prevented disasters. You will see how separation created space for peace to enter your life. And on that day, your heart will no longer ask, "Why did this happen to me?" Instead, your soul will whisper, "Thank you, angels, for never leaving me when I could not see the purpose yet." So tonight, before you sleep, release the weight you have been carrying for too long. Release the guilt. Release the shame. Release the fear of being misunderstood. Release the need to explain your pain to people who never cared enough to understand it. Angels are wrapping their protection around you now. Your spirit is not alone anymore. Take a deep breath and listen closely, the worst part is ending. Your tears were seen. Your prayers were heard. Your loneliness was understood by heaven even when nobody else noticed it. And now angels are standing beside your path, guiding you toward a future filled with peace, clarity, emotional freedom, divine love, and the quiet happiness your soul has been craving for so long. You survived the humiliation. You survived the betrayal. You survived the darkness. And angels are saying with great love and certainty, you are finally becoming who you were always meant to be.